You know I'm a big fan of Raising Cane's. You know it. I mean, you gotta know it. I just love them. Those chicken fingers, my goodness. They just do it for me. I like that Caniac combo. And the sauce, man, that cane sauce, it just takes everything to another level. That is just a dang beautiful dip. God.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Culinary Friends, episode 6. That intro brought to you by Theo Vaughn talking about Raising Cane's. And honestly, you know what?
Thanks,
I'm just
Theo.
going to get it out of the way. Recommendation for food this week, just go get some Raising Cane's.
It is good.
Just be, as my
good.
good pal Danny Woodhead would say, get a little naughty. Just go get yourself some Raising Cane's.
He wouldn't know when he say that. Oh my god.
He would say that because he
Get
said
a
it to
little
me on
naughty.
Sunday. We were talking about food.
Just get a
He
little
said, sometimes
naughty.
I just like to be a little naughty. And you know what? Don't we all?
Yeah, we do. It's true. There's sometimes you're like,
Just need to bathe in
need
some
it.
cane sauce.
oh, let's do it, man. Let's do it. You ever wondered what it would be like to swim in a pool of spaghetti noodles?
Okay, I didn't know where that was going. I thought you were going to say sauce. The noodles has me intrigued.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, you
Can you
wonder,
imagine?
are they going to be like semi-dry noodles? Like, is it going to be like
No, it's
you're
fully
going through
cooked.
and you're sticking? No, not like that. Like, you know
Oh.
how sometimes when spaghetti dries out and it almost feels like white rice? It's like sticky?
Yeah.
So are you going to be swimming through it and just spaghetti is gripping to you? Like, are you going to be like
I was thinking a little more
are you going to
slippery.
be like a boot? Okay, so you're thinking
Slippery
okay.
pasta.
So it's like freshly washed.
Yeah.
So this is freshly washed spaghetti sitting in a strainer.
Yep.
And you're about to
It's a pool of it.
Okay, so you swim through that. That would I honestly probably wouldn't be bad. Swimming through some moist spaghetti noodles,
Yeah.
and then you get a
That'd be
little
crazy.
snack while you're in there.
Hey.
Carbo load. Honestly, I probably wouldn't hate it. I thought you were going to say swimming in cane sauce, and I would rather be dead.
Oh.
Swimming in spaghetti noodles seems fine because it seems like they'll just
Yeah.
come off you. Sauce. Dude, guaranteed way to ruin my day without fail. And this is why I think it would be so funny to do to somebody else because it inconveniences me thinking about it. Anytime my day could be going 10 out of 10. The second I touch a surface and it is sticky without me knowing it's going to be sticky, I could legitimately get into an octagon and fight any UFC fighter and possibly win.
That's like you're smelling salts. It's just sticky
Dude,
surfaces.
Honestly,
Noah, before he goes to do a deadlift, he just walks around the gym touching
dude,
stuff.
I don't know if we can say this, but
sticky
I
bench.
get pissed. Like, seriously, if my wife ever wants me to do anything cleaning wise, just make any surface sticky and it will be spotless.
Oh my gosh.
I hate sticky things. And that's why I think it would be so funny to take a popsicle and melt it onto somebody's steering wheel in the
Yeah.
summer and get their steering wheel just massively sticky and then have them
Yeah.
go to drive and they just grab it and it's like,
Dude, I'm just this would be the meanest thing ever, but I just want to take a dozen half-drink water bottles and then just spray sugar water all over them and leave them in your house.
I just want any leaders who are going to go to summer camp this year to know the reason the youth team only buys you the water bottles meant for my 6-year-old son are because none of you adults know how to finish a water bottle.
That's
Okay.
fair.
That's why we don't get full-size water bottles anymore at retreats
Yeah.
and things. Because adults don't know how to finish. And guys, I get it. If you set your water bottle down, it's half drank, and then another one gets set down, you don't know whose it is.
Yep.
Just with how much sickness is going around, I get it. Don't pick it up and drink it.
No,
However,
pick it up and drink
you
it.
just
Get those germs,
if
dude.
you just write your name on it,
strong.
or you just drink the water all the way, you would
Yeah.
be amazed.
Yeah.
And that's my brief rant on half-drink water bottles. That's another thing. Half-drink water bottles or slightly sticky surfaces get me hot, boy.
You know what is uncomfortable? Drinking all the water in the water bottle when you're just not ready for it. But you know what's more uncomfortable? Ingesting a plastic water bottle, which is what you're doing to the dolphins when you leave those suckers laying
Amen.
around.
And that's why we have paper straws.
So do your duty.
I heard a joke once
Care
about
for
paper
the
straws. Where people were like, man, if a turtle's stupid enough to eat a plastic straw, they deserve it. It's awful. I think of that because we
Dude.
went out to eat last Friday at a pizza place in
And you had
Lincoln called
turtle?
Mellow Mushroom, and they had paper straws.
Oh.
And I looked at my son's paper straw at the end of the night, and it was just tarnished.
There's literally got to be nobody who sits and thinks about this for even 60 seconds and goes, yes, the most efficient way to get rid of plastic is the straws. Definitely not like the cups or the bags
Water bottles.
or the water, but like literally it's the straws.
No, dude, the straws are what's killing turtles.
Dude,
They just find a straw and they go, which it has a hole in it. So how are they eating these straws?
It's not that. Oh, I don't know if they eat the
a
straws.
joke.
I remember seeing a video of a turtle that had like a plastic straw like in its nostril.
Are straws like lifesavers to turtles? Like, are they made for turtles so that if it goes down the right way, they can breathe like a lifesaver?
That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. It
Hot
is
topics today. All right, Cole, what are your thoughts on the upcoming 2024 election?
We're having another election? How many of these are we going to have? When are we done?
I'm gonna.
When do we find our next dictator monarch? I don't want to have to think about electing people anymore. That might do it. That's the thing that will undermine democracy. Okay, it's not corruption. It's people just being exhausted with decision fatigue.
Honestly,
and they go, I don't care.
Here's what I need to know
I don't care
from
who's in
from
charge.
the next person running for president. I need to know their opinions on this. If a dog were to put on pants, would the pants be like how we put on pants? Would it be like you pull it on for the bottom half and it covers all four legs? Or are they
Right.
getting pants on just the back two legs?
I'm a back two legs kind of guy. That's what I
I think
the
it looks
answer
the
is.
most natural.
Yeah.
Because if they do anything, they hop up on their hind legs.
Pants
It looks normal.
Pants are not what's the word I'm looking for? Pants in all their forms and variations. Pants, shorts, boxers, everything. Their purpose is not covering your legs.
More
It's
of a
covering your
boxer brief kinda guy.
hindquarters and your reproductive organs.
Mm.
And that's why they have to be a hind two legs thing for the dogs.
How do
It's
you
not
feel about
just the
that? If
bottom.
you were, or would you be all four legs, or would you just be hind legs kind of person?
Hind legs.
Nice. Okay.
Your brain just
Um,
goes, that's where their butt is. Got to cover the butt. Boom.
What is one food that you hate the smell of when it's cooking?
Well, I can't smell anything, so.
Never mind. I forgot that Cole can't smell, and I did it again. Gosh dang it. Well, for me, it's Brussels sprouts. My wife cooks Brussels sprouts, and it makes my whole house smell like a butt died in there. Or like when she uses like a balsamic vinaigrette, I want to burn my house down.
Okay, I don't get that because I made balsamic. I made a vegetable thing.
Cole can't smell,
with-
but Cole can taste. Just so you know.
Yeah, let's know that I was born maybe without a sense of smell, or as a kid I just lost it somehow, which I guess happens. I don't know. But I don't have a sense of smell. I haven't had that my whole entire life. So for you guys who lost your sense of smell during COVID and we're like, oh my God, it's so bad, I can't smell anything. Deal with it.
We made jokes that Cole was going to get COVID, and then it would bring back his smell, so he'd just want to have COVID all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be pretty dope. But yeah, I can taste. We have tested this, and there's that.
You can taste all the flavors of Skittles.
What I don't know is if my taste is somehow like inhibited in some way. Like, do I taste things at a less intense
You
degree?
taste them wrong.
I taste them incorrectly. Yeah. And I don't know. And there are times where I'm like, people are like, wow, they're describing a minute flavor they're really picking up. And I'm like, I'm not getting that. Maybe if I really focus on it, I will. But yeah, really focus on it. But I made vegetables one time with balsamic stuff, and I followed the ingredients, and my wife came out of whatever room she was hiding in and was like, this smells horrible. Stop it.
Balsamic vinaigrette, legitimately. I'll try and paint a picture for you. Brussels sprouts, when you're cooking them, smell like I said, a butt died. So it
They
just smells
look
like somebody
like they
walked
would
through and
smell
farted.
bad. Yeah.
It smells like a middle school cabin at summer camp. That's what Brussels sprouts smell
Got
like.
it.
Balsamic vinaigrette also smells like a middle school cabin, but a different scent. You know, if they were like
Okay.
Axe body spray cans, one of them is like Eau de butt, and the other one is like Eau de socks. So balsamic vinaigrette is
Eau
like
de
socks. The other one is butt.
Nice.
So, buttle sprouts and balsamic vinaigrette.
Balsamic vinaigrette.
Yes.
Got it. Well, they tasted great.
To each their own.
To each their. If you wrapped the Brussels sprouts in bacon and then cooked it, Does that do it?
That would
or
be
is it just
that would
bacon
be,
wrapped?
Tim
butt?
Hall would hate that. Tim hates
Why?
the smell of bacon.
What is
Tim
wrong
hates
with
bacon.
Tim needs deliverance. That's
One time they made these like breakfasts, and our Midtown smelled like bacon for a couple days.
Oh,
there was a
dude.
lot of bacon being cooked.
That's crazy. You know, Tim, I'm sure you know this. I respect this about Tim Hall because I'm also a man who loves the heat and the sunshine. That dude thoroughly enjoys running outside when it is miserably hot.
Yeah.
Like, we'll go, it's going to be the hottest day of the summer. I'm going to go run.
Yeah, he loves it. He thrives in it, and I can't understand.
I heard about this thing. I kind of want to try it. Have you ever done like a sensory deprivation tank or
No,
float tank?
that sounds scary.
Then you're going to love this.
Oh boy.
Apparently, have you ever been in one of those soundproof rooms?
No, but maybe if I do it, I'll unlock superpowers like 11. So maybe I should.
So I've done a float tank before. It's super relaxing, super fun. And I went for the whole like no sound, no lights, I want to feel what it is like to open my eyes, close my eyes, and it's just as dark no matter what.
Nope. Don't like it.
Soundproof rooms are terrifying. It messes with your head because you walk in and you make noise.
It's almost like there's a notable sound, like you walk in and it goes.
Yes. It feels like the air was taken out of the room because I think like you say things and the sound just doesn't bounce back and you feel it.
Or if you clap.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. It's like there's a sound vacuum. It's just sucking the sound out of the air.
It is a strange,
There's this thing, I guess, and I want to do more research about it because it just sounds like a mental challenge. Like, I saw this guy who spent days, which sounds insane, in a pitch black, like pure darkness, no light whatsoever, completely soundproof room with zero distractions, no phone, it's just you and completely deprived of light and sound beyond the sound you make, but the sound you make will be so dulled. And he was like, you know, we're always distracting ourselves, and in that kind of a setting, it's literally just you and your thoughts. You can't escape them.
No, I hate that.
I scale of 1 to 10. 10 is like kill me now. How?
For me, it's probably like a 7. I need to get better at it.
Yeah.
I don't like being left alone with like my thoughts and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like.
How long do you think you could last in something like that?
Ooh, I mean, I think at a certain point I'd probably just fall asleep.
Sure, but then when you wake up, you're still there.
Oh, that sucks.
Like you do not leave until you tap out.
Maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I could do more realistically, but I don't want to overshoot it. And then I don't know, man. I don't. Just me and my thoughts. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Feels like an awful time. I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
Unless I'm guaranteed superpowers.
That's fair. I kind of want to try it. That sounds difficult, and I want to try it.
Well, that's like this is nothing like what you're saying.
Great.
It's like if you do this, you get superpowers, and like every 5 minutes you get a new superpower tier, right?
Sure.
There's this thing that was going around on Facebook where it's like if you had to spend, if you got like $1,000 per every 5 minutes, but you had to sit naked with like your second at, like who when you type in the ampersand or the at sign.
Oh, at sign. Yeah.
If you type that in, whoever comes up is the person who you have to like. So like for me, it's
Sit
like
with?
whoever I send this to. So my second at is my friend Josh. So I would have to sit naked, but every 5 minutes you get another $1,000. You just have to sit naked with that person. So on Instagram,
Oh no!
who's your second at?
Do you know George Seth?
Oh no! Well, how long
I
would
feel
you
like
last?
you could
though?
handle it. If I said, "Hey, dude, I'll split this with you," well, do we get more money if he also sits naked? If they also sit naked?
Well, I
Or
think
is
you
it
each
just
get
me?
$1,000 per 5 minutes.
You both do.
Yeah.
Oh,
you both get $1,000 per 5 minutes.
Here's the deal. I feel like if you're doing that with somebody who's married, it would be way easier. Because you're like, I am so used to seeing what bodies look like, what a naked body is. It's like, all right, let's do this.
My second at on Facebook is Zach Jones. So sorry, Zach
Jones.
So I
Let me.
was curious because I was
get
like,
on
that really
Facebook.
doesn't seem that bad. It's not saying you have to do anything. You just literally have to sit like naked with that person for 5 minutes.
I feel like
per 5 minutes you get $1,000. So 15 minutes you're at $3,000.
Yeah. That would be so. Well, what's the body positioning? Do you have to like face each other?
It didn't say. It just says you literally have to sit naked with the person.
That's a piece of cake.
So
I think that's so easy. Honestly, I really wouldn't even care who it is. Like, you could be like, you have to sit there and your mom's in the room. And I'd be like, here's the deal, Mom. I'm going to be rich.
you saw me at my birth.
You saw me at my birth. Like, just don't look at me if you don't want to look at me. And I'll try not to make eye contact with you. And I will sit here until my legs go numb.
Yeah.
And that'll be the easiest thousands of dollars I've ever made.
That's how I feel too. I was like, man.
Boom.
And it's $1,000 per 5 minutes. So
yeah.
Like, you sitting there for an hour, what is that?
The real question is, how long can you sit butt naked in a chair before you lose all feeling in your extremities and start worrying about a blood clot?
Well, you can get up and move around.
You
don't
can?
just have to sit.
Oh, dude.
So, but you have to just be naked.
I'd do it for like a year.
So, like this room we're in right now. For a year? Oh, dang.
Can you imagine? Hang on. I'm doing the math.
I don't know how to even do that math.
That's easy. It's 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 24 hours in a day divided by 60 minutes in an hour. Oh, sorry. Times 60 minutes in an hour. There's 1,440 minutes in a day divided by 5 minutes. It's 288 times 1,000. It's $288,000 a day, 24-hour period. Times 365 is a year. That's $105 million.
Yeah, and even if you sit in there for an hour, you get $12,000.
For an hour, you get 12?
Yeah, 12,000.
Oh, just because yeah.
Because like 60 divided by 5
Yeah.
is
That probably
so you
would
get
have been the faster way
$12,000
to
for
do that
every
math.
hour you sit. So if you sat in there,
Yeah.
even for a work day, 8 hours,
Dude. Easy.
this is a fascinating topic. That
What?
So it's 12 times 8. 12 times 8 is what? 96. So 96 times 5.
$96,000.
No, that's not right. No, it's 96 times so 96,000 for an 8-hour day.
Yeah, 96,000 for an 8-hour day. 8 hours of being paid to be naked,
And
but
especially
not in that kind of way.
See, and here's the thing: it's like, do they take your phone though? That's the thing, or is it literally just like you and I? We could have our phone and just be naked in here for 8 hours.
I think I would be. I guess it depends on who I'm with. Depending on who I'm in the room with, I don't want them to have their phone.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
It'd be easy.
I mean, $100,000 for a day.
Piece of cake. People do it on Naked and Afraid for way less money, and they have to go in the wilderness.
And they have to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh, dude, that's so easy.
These are the hard-hitting questions we ask here on Cole and Noah.
That's right. This is what we do and how we do it. And now I'm sad that this is not an opportunity. Specifically the money.
You never
part.
know. This could get to the right person, and Elon Musk could be like, "Hey, how long do you guys think you can last?" And he'll
If
just reach out to you.
Elon Musk were interested in that, I would be concerned for other reasons.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But I'd still probably do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like when I get like an Amazon app sends me a notification for a deal that I wasn't searching for, but I had been talking about, and I go, "How dare you? I will absolutely buy that, you little spy."
Yeah, that's like your phone when you look up one thing and then on Instagram it's all marketed to you, and it's like, oh gosh.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
today,
yeah.
I talked to you and then showed you this like fitness brand that made a cool T-shirt.
Yep.
I'm gonna get nothing but fitness brand things now, without a doubt.
Okay, conspiracy question. Do you think
Yes.
our phones, and maybe like the Alexa and Google devices and all that stuff, but specifically our phones, do you think they are listening through the microphone and using that to market things to us? Or do you think that's hokey or a little too crazy?
I don't know if it's necessarily a listening. I think it could very well be a both and situation.
Okay. Because we know they're monitoring everything you
Yes.
search.
Yes.
And I don't even mean like we know they're doing it. I mean like there's a general understanding that
They're
that's
tracking
how-
it and
Yes, like cookies track stuff,
Yep.
and that gets sold to market more things to
Yes.
you. We get that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody should probably agree that that's what's happening. But are they listening?
I think they could be, for sure.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's really tough to
Sure.
say. But I think there's a definite real possibility that that's the thing. Like, I don't know if there's necessarily listening, but I do think there is. It's probably more likely than anything, because obviously they're tracking it that way. But sometimes people have done tests where they just they set their phone down and they just say into the phone like for me it'd be like men's leather jacket, 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 men's leather jacket. Now, if I get advertised a men's leather jacket later, it could be that I just said that, or it's the fact that I've looked at and purchased leather jackets from my phone before.
Right.
So it's I think it's a both and situation.
Sure.
I really do.
I've had a couple encounters with my phone apps that have made me go, this is a little strange.
Ooh, spooky.
That would easily make you go, was my phone listening to me? I think it's probably, my honest opinion, I don't think companies are actively using the microphone to listen to my conversation and then use that to market things to me. I think it's a little creepier what is probably happening. I think what's probably happening is devices recognizing when they are near other devices, recognizing what those devices are used to, look up and check out. So, if I am hanging out with you and my phone understands it's close to your phone, right? And it goes, the things that Noah tends to look up and shop and whatever.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Here's one of these that might be interesting to Cole based on what Cole looks up and checks out, right? And we may have talked about some of those things in our conversation, and then I'll get an ad for it, and then I'll go, we talked about that. They're listening to us. I think that's less likely what's happening. And the reason I think that's less likely that's happening is because I think it's probably easier from an algorithmic standpoint to just use what they already have, which is location services on phones, knowing where your location is, knowing what your search trends are.
It's true. Which is creepy.
So I don't they are listening technically, because you can say things like, hey Siri or hey Alexa, and then your phone goes boop boop. Yeah, I heard you.
And
What's
sometimes
up?
even if you say something that is roughly saying like Siri, it's like, oh,
it'll activate.
But I'm shocked my watch didn't do anything with that.
I don't think it's passively collecting marketing information through the microphone. But I'd be curious to know what you guys think and if you can prove me wrong.
Somebody actually knows. It's like, oh,
they
okay.
really know.
They work for a company that is actively doing this. You're like,
Did I tell you about the time Kylie and I were on her phone watching TikToks, and then all of a sudden we got a TikTok that was clearly for me?
No.
I don't have it. Well,
that's horrifying.
We were sitting in bed one night. We both couldn't sleep, and so she's just scrolling through TikTok.
Yes, classic.
Which is mostly funny videos and animal videos. And it's just 100% those one after the other, right? And then, all of a sudden, there's a TikTok of this dude doing freestyle motocross. And I follow...
That's definitely for Kylie.
That's 100% for her. I follow a couple pages on my Instagram, like Nitro Circus, because I love freestyle motocross. And my wife cares nothing about and watches zero freestyle motocross, right?
That you know of.
That I know. And I asked her, I said, hey, how often do you get these videos? She goes, never. And I was like, that's interesting. We're both here watching this together, and it just decided to set, the next one you swiped on gave you freestyle motocross? Like, that's a little weird, don't you think? She was like, that is weird.
Get out of my phone.
And I can't figure out why. I'm like, why did it do that? Is it does the facial recognition know I'm there? Does it go, there's a dude watching, so let's put a dirt bike here?
He definitely likes dirt bikes.
Like, what the heck?
Based off of our studies, men definitely like dirt bikes.
Yeah, I mean, this man does.
It's true. Cole's a big fan of the old dirt bikes.
I do love dirt bikes.
Ow. My elbow popped.
Grew up watching motocross.
Nitro Circus.
Yeah. Stuff is next level.
Dude, I'm so hungry.
Me too.
We got talking about recommendations, and now I just want to get food.
I just want Cane's. I just want to take a dip in cane sauce.
I want Cane's, or I want a Panera bread bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Or Chipotle.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
I brought sweet potato and pulled chicken to work today.
It's a sweet potato pulled chicken.
Have you heard of the carnivore diet? And would you ever do it?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Boom. There it is.
I do love, meat. Obviously, yes, that for sure. But other sides of it, probably not.
Sure. I want to start doing some research on this because I've heard a few people, not people I know personally, but just a few people online who are like, when I am just eating, literally only eating meat, nothing else, I feel great.
I bet their poops are foul.
It's got to be crazy.
It's got to be disgusting.
And I've heard the first 2 weeks you transition into it, depending on how you transition into it, are brutal on your bowels.
I bet, dude. That's just expelling everything.
Can you imagine pooping as one who only eats meat?
Dude, they've got to be hardcore poops, too.
Gotta be wild.
They've got to be like,
oh my god!
like, remember how Christian said he goes to war in there? It's probably similar to that. Actually, that episode might not even be out yet. No, because somebody told me about it. Somebody told me about it.
It will be. Dude. Goes to war. Yeah, that's crazy.
I've got to imagine the carnivore diet makes you...
Have you heard about the company that will pay you for your poop?
No. But
Dude.
I'm interested.
Yeah. I guess I still couldn't tell if it was a hoax or not. Their website was so legit. There's this thing, I can't remember what it's called, but basically there's people who are like, hey, my life would be better if I had better gut bacteria and I can get it from other people's poo. And so they will take specific people's poo and basically like throw it in a blender and turn it into something they can inject into their bowels, and it improves their overall like bacterial ecosystem in their gut.
Okay, so I'm saying that's gross, but hold on. Get out of here.
I mean, it sounds gross.
Very gross. But how much are they paying?
Supposedly, okay, so according to this website, and I only know this because I absolutely applied for it. According to this website, if you are in the like 0.1% of people that they are looking for who like have the kind of bacterial gut health or whatever, they'll pay you like hundreds of dollars for stool samples. And I looked at that and I was like, listen, even if this is a scheme, I don't see a way that I lose here.
Unless they clone you. What if it's Elon?
Fine. Whatever. It's inevitable. Dude, between the AI and Elon Musk, both of which are enemies.
Here's the thing. There was a point in college when my wife and I had literally no money.
Yeah.
Literally no money. I got married when I was 20. My wife was 19. We had literally no money.
Dude, same, but like reversed.
Yeah. And so there's a thing that only men produce. I will let you use your imagination.
Yep, got it.
And you can donate it, similar to plasma.
Yep.
But in certain states, you can donate twice a week and make like $200 to $400 each time.
Did you?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. For obvious reasons, because one, it goes against how I feel just about
just like
the way you get that. but also I mean,
I could do
the
that
logistics
for a
of it.
reason. That's
If
no
you
problem.
donated, I mean, you have the potential to have a lot of kids out there.
A lot of children, dude. Kylie and I have talked about that because you can donate an egg and make way more
What's
money.
funny, we were just talking about this morning with Cammie, actually, and I was like, because Steven was like, can I donate a kidney? Like, would people want that? Like, to make money? And I was like, well, there's something else on your body that you can donate. You lose the ability to make kids, but you could potentially get $25,000.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking if you were to donate one of the two that he has.
Sure.
You could donate that, and depending on what it is, you could make up to like $50,000.
Yeah.
But the other thing that we were talking about,
Yeah.
It's in like another state. You can donate like twice a week and get like between $200 and $400 each time.
That's crazy.
In a month?
That's crazy.
An additional, depending on if it's $200 or $400, that's a lot of cheddar.
Yeah. Kylie and I have talked about just because it's interesting to think about like donating reproductive materials.
The women's one is way more invasive and it messes with your body because they pump you full of hormones and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's just the idea of like if you were to do that, out there somewhere is a child that is potentially there will be a child that's
that
biologically
could look nothing like their parents and look like you.
Yeah, because it is biologically your kid.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
And that was enough for me to be like, I don't feel good about that, so I will
but
never
then
do
the other
that.
part of it, like you think of it as well, like you could be helping somebody have a child,
Sure.
which also it's a weird. This episode has been weird.
But I wouldn't do it for that. I'd do it for the money. That's why I would. If there was somebody in my life who was like, hey, here's the deal. We think you're super something great, and for whatever reason, materials that your body produces are the only way that we could have the dream.
And we are
of
willing
having
to
children.
pay you.
Yes. Would you like me? I don't know. Even then, I'm like, I don't know, man. That's I don't know if I
That
could
would
do
be weird though, because if it was a person in your life, you would see them
Yeah, you'd see them.
and regularly.
Even it honestly, as I've talked about it, it's gotten worse. If it was somebody in my life, it'd be even more of a no. It's like, I just like.
Okay, what's the
I
dollar
couldn't-
amount you would say yes though? Hypothetically, if this person had the funds, what if they said, "Cole, I'll pay you $100,000,
I don't think I could do it. Like, I don't think I could.
$200,000."
If you offered me $1 billion, I don't think I could. Do it.
Really? Okay, for $1 billion, I could easily do it. $1 billion,
Yeah,
dude. That is. I would never lift a finger again. Money. That's Raising Cane's every day money, brother.
I don't think I could do it. I
Dude,
don't know.
get me
If there
wrong.
was literally $1 billion right
Yeah.
in front of me, that might
Sway
change how
you.
I feel.
They have a briefcase.
A briefcase of $1 billion. It's all just $1 million bill. It's knowing that I have a kid, and it's not, and I don't like it. It's It's knowing that I willingly contributed to producing a child and let that child go. I can't do it. I can't do it.
That makes sense.
It goes against everything in me. I'm like, I helped produce a child and am not there to help with the rest of that child's life as a father. Like, I
What
just
if you
can't.
knew the people were good people though?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Can't say unless I were in that situation, and I pray to God
$1 billion.
I'm never in that. Listen, don't any of you ever approach me with this ever.
I mean, hey, if one of you's got $1
It's
billion,
no.
approach me. That's a joke. This is so off the beaten path of what we typically talk about. This is so.
Oh my gosh. You have any recommendations?
How did
for us,
we
Noah?
get here? How did we get here?
I don't know, but I like it.
Good Lord. Let's
Holy
see. So
smokes.
obviously, go to Raising Cane's. That was my recommendation. I stand by that. Go to
Yeah,
Raising Cane's. Get
good.
yourself a Caniac combo. My goodness.
Goodness.
Yeah. Go to Raising Cane's. Get a
Lord.
sweet tea. Unless you don't like sweet tea, then you're wrong.
But how sweet?
Just their sweet tea.
Oh, Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Raising Cane's sweet tea.
I see.
Yeah. Go to Raising
Hi,
Cane's.
sweet.
Get a meal. Get some sweet tea. Then my next thing I would recommend musically, sonically. Let me go to my liked songs here on Spotify.
You use the like feature on Spotify?
Yeah, I do. Because
Should I
then
be
I
using
don't.
them?
Well, because here's the deal. Then it's all songs that I know I enjoy. So that way you're not doing the shuffle of I added this to my playlist, I don't like it. Listen
Brilliant.
to Louis Capaldi's new song "Wish You the Best" is really good. It's an interesting song about a breakup, and for whatever reason, I really enjoy breakup songs, even though I have not experienced a breakup in quite some time. But yeah, listen to Louis Capaldi's new song. It's very good. It's a little sad banger. You might enjoy it. I enjoy it. So go give it a listen. You know,
Yeah.
pretty good.
good.
And then movie, obviously, go watch Batman. And then I'm trying to think of things that I have seen recently that you should also see. Let's see here. Let's see. What have I seen recently? I recently watched a little documentary about this abandoned school in St. Louis. Turns out it's from 2016, which
Ooh.
made me a little sad because I was like, it's probably way different. There's probably like way more abandoned malls or schools now. So go watch that. Go watch an abandoned documentary. There's a lot of them on YouTube.
Abandoned
where you can watch
documentary.
you can watch just abandoned documentaries about like abandoned things.
Yeah.
There's a guy named Jake, and he has a whole bunch of he has an abandoned series on his YouTube channel. So
Dude.
go watch that. They're great.
Very nice.
Cole, what about you?
We'll start.
What say you?
We'll start with something to watch. Go watch an episode of Our Planet or Planet Earth or something like that. Pretty much anything where David Attenborough is narrating.
David Attenborough.
Go watch that. Because it's just beautiful. And watch and learn things you never knew before about our planet. That's fascinating. Things to listen to. This isn't music. But if you
Listen to Cole and Noah, our friends. You shill the podcast.
go re-listen to the first season, okay? Podcast I recommend is like if you're in the ministry, or no, even if you're in the leadership world, or you're like, I just want to be a better leader, I want to grow as a human. Go listen to the Craig Groeschel Leadership Podcast because it's great and it's concise and he's quick and he doesn't take too long and he's awesome and he's got a voice that's just different and I enjoy listening to his voice. Yeah, I don't have any songs I think right now off the top of my head. Things to eat. I still can't stop thinking about Thai food because that pineapple Thai is so good. Pineapple curry was just so good. My goodness.
It's just a dang beautiful dip.
It's a dang beautiful dip. We watch a lot of Bluey, and I guess in Australia they do this thing called cheese and jam. And Tessa really wanted to try it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually good. So get like 2 Ritz crackers and put some cheese on it, and like cheddar, and some jam.
Cheddars and money. Put some money on it.
Yeah, some money. Put some money on there.
Put
Specifically,
some cheese on it.
a single $1 million bill.
And then bring it to Cole.
Yeah, bring it to me, and I will consume it.
Also, donate cash to me because I need more tattoos, so it's a joke. Guess
a
what?
joke.
My birthday's next week.
What?
I turn 29 next week.
Happy birthday.
Oh, wait. By the time this comes out, I'll already be 29.
Yeah, so text Noah.
Yeah,
And
text
say,
me.
Sorry, I missed your birthday.
Text me on April 27th. But now you know, April 27th of next year is a big one because I turned 30.
Whoa.
Which is nuts.
Next episode, I'll ask you how you feel about being almost 30.
I'll tell you.
Great.
Take me out behind the bar and like Old Yeller, put me down.
Noah, are we still friends?
I think arguably from this conversation, we might be better friends.
We might be better friends.
Here's the one thing, guys. Cole and I, we need to hang out with our wives again.
We do.
Not like Cole and I need to hang out with our wives. Like,
yeah, I haven't
be
seen
good
my
husbands.
wife. I haven't seen my wife in months.
Cole and myself and our wives all need to go out to dinner and hang out.
We do.
Because it was so good last time.
I think something I've learned in this conversation is while I have strong feelings about what I will or will not donate, I would easily sit naked in a room for you and get rich.
Amen. I would easily donate my time to you.
Thank you.
So, also, everybody, one more recommendation. Check up on your friends. Hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
See how they're doing on a serious note. Because, it's good. Good to talk to your friends.
And then recommend our podcast and then get those beans numbers up, all
Yeah,
right?
beans per capita. Get them up.
Let's do it.
Send us pictures of your beans.
You know what we mean. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.